No, you are not Meta. Hi entrepreneurs, I'm Vicky Brown, and you're in the right place if you want to engage your team, boost your business, and grow your leadership muscle. You know, everyone's talking about AI. OpenAI, Microsoft, Google, Amazon, they're all pushing the boundaries of what artificial intelligence can do. And I get it. It's exciting. It's fast moving. It's everywhere. You can't scroll through your feed or open your inbox without seeing a headline about how AI is going to change everything. And if you're a small business owner, especially if you're leading for the first time, well, it can be easy to feel like you're behind. Like everyone else has already figured out how to use this technology to cut costs, grow faster, and work smarter. You start thinking, maybe I'm supposed to have a chatbot on my website, or a custom AI assistant, or automate everything from payroll to customer service. But I want you to pause right there, because here's the truth. What works for big tech doesn't work for you. You're not managing 10,000 employees. You're not optimizing millions of transactions per second. You're not a software company. You're trying to grow a business, take care of your clients, and keep your team sane. So let's stop copying big tech and let's start building an AI strategy that actually fits your business. You see, here's the disconnect. Big tech is building for scale. They're using AI to optimize systems at a massive level. Their strategy about AI is about speed, cost, reduction, and replacing human labor in areas where precision and volume matter more than nuance or connection. They need to process billions of data points to make a platform 2% more efficient. They need to shave milliseconds off user response times. They're spending millions of dollars to build tools that replace hundreds of jobs because at their scale, well, that math makes sense. But that's not your world. You're not trying to shave milliseconds. You're trying to save time. You're trying to cut through clutter, reduce overwhelm, and create some margin in your day and in your team's day. Big tech builds AI to scale down the role of people. But for you, AI should help you scale up your people. You don't need to replace your team. You need to extend their capacity. That's a completely different goal, and it demands a completely different approach. So let's talk about what that looks like on the ground in a real small business. Now, your team doesn't need another dashboard that they'll forget to check. They don't need to be retrained on 5 tools every 6 months. What they need is time, clarity, and some breathing room. They need help with repetitive, frustrating admin tasks, the kind of work that clogs up their day and distracts them from actually moving the business forward. And yes, AI can absolutely help with that, but only if you stay focused on the real problems you're trying to solve. So you see, the question isn't, how do I use AI like Google? The question is, where is my team wasting time? Where do things fall through the cracks? Where do we get stuck? Where do we overthink or redo work or avoid the task altogether because it's just too tedious? That's where you look for the AI opportunity. But I'll tell you what doesn't work, and I've seen this happen more than once. It's when small businesses try to mimic big tech and end up building something way more complicated than they needed. They hear about some fancy tool or platform, they get excited, they sign up for the premium plan, and then nothing. The team doesn't use it. The rollout flops. The process becomes more complex instead of less. Or worse, now there's a tool that nobody really trusts, but everyone's afraid to say so. And then you're left with less money, less time, and less trust. That's the danger of overbuilding. It's not just a tech issue. It's a leadership issue. Because when you throw a tool at a problem without fully understanding the problem, your team starts to lose confidence. They feel like guinea pigs, and they stop bringing you feedback because they assume it won't go anywhere. So, what do you do instead? Well, start small. Test AI tools against very specific, real-world use cases. Drafting job descriptions, use AI to create a first pass, and then refine it with your own voice. Summarizing long documents? Well, let AI give you a bullet point version so you don't lose time skimming. Creating standard client emails? Well, use it to write templates that your team can personalize. Now, here's a real example from my team. We created something called the Daily Vibe. It's a podcast-style overview of what's happening in employment law, which, let's be honest, changes daily. Well, we used to send out long legal memos or Slack posts, but no one had time to read them. So now we load our legal updates into Notebook LM, have it summarize the points in a podcast-style audio overview, and let me tell you, I really love that. And then post the audio on our intranet and a written summary in Slack. It takes less time, so we do it every day. Our team actually listens, and we still keep everyone informed. That's what AI can do for a small business. It solves our problem, not some theoretical optimization metric. It's not flashy, it's not cutting edge, but it works, and it makes things easier. And that's the whole point. Now, once you've tested a few things, the next step is to set some guardrails. You don't want AI to become the wild, wild west inside your company. So ask yourself, when do we use AI? What's off limits? Who reviews the output? And who's responsible for catching mistakes before they get sent out or published? Because even the best tools make errors. And no matter how good the draft is, it's still a draft. Leadership, judgment, and quality control. That part all still belongs to you. And here's something else that's easy to forget. Your superpower as a small business owner is that you're close to the work. You're not 3 layers removed. You hear the client complaints. You see where things get bogged down. You can tell when a process is broken just by how tired your team looks at the end of the day. Big tech doesn't have that, but you do. That means you are in the best position to figure out where AI can actually help and where it's better to have a real person step in. Don't outsource that thinking. Don't assume some consultant or influencer knows more than you do about how your business works. You live it every day. So don't let hype distract you from what matters. Your job isn't to become Amazon. It's to become a smarter, saner, more resilient version of the business you already run. And the right AI strategy for you isn't going to feel futuristic. It's going to feel like a relief. It's going to feel like fewer things falling through the cracks, less time rewriting the same email for the 5th time, fewer meetings that could have been a 5-minute update, and a team that finally has the capacity to think again. That's what you're building. Not an AI revolution, just a better way to work. And that's more than enough. So remember, your inspired leadership is the secret sauce to having a high-performance team and a wildly successful business you'll love. I'll see you next time on Leader's Journey.